Okay, so I'm Melanie Parry. I'm a double diamond leader with It Works. Tonight, just want to go through some help and tips on blitzing. So blitzing is something that gets people all befuddled and all ruffled feathers, and people get really quite scared about it. The reality is with blitzing is this is an amazing tool that we've been given. And I was listening to a call from with the US guys earlier today, and they were talking about how smart the company is to give us this tool, and it really is amazing because I've worked with other companies, and I've seen other network marketing companies and other multi-level marketing companies, and they don't have this tool. They don't have something that is as straightforward as what this is to use. And what the Blitz card does is this enables you to talk to new people every single day. So if you're out and about in your everyday life and you're putting your petrol in, or you're going to the supermarket, or you've just tried something on, there's somebody there that you can hand a Blitz card to. And I know that can be quite scary and quite daunting at times, and people get a bit wary about that. But what I tend to do is, so this is something that I picked up for me personally, was because I thought, when we first started in the UK back in March, there was myself and a couple of other girls, and we started, so Kerry and Lisa, and we were going out blitzing, and we were getting quite a negative response with regards to, are you trying to sound fat and all the rest of it. So we worked with that, and and I'm sure that's something that is putting you off actually handing that card to somebody. But if you remove the personal side of it and just ask people, just say to somebody at the petrol station, have you got a staff room that you can put this in? Because then you've removed it's directed at them. Even if you're just out and about, you can say to somebody, could you give this to your friends? Could you share this with your friends? There might be, you might know somebody that would be interested in either trying a wrap or being with the opportunity. And then it's their idea if it's actually them that is interested. It's not your idea, but it's them that needs it. And that just takes it and it softens it a little bit, and it does make it a lot easier to do. So one thing I've found as well is, and I mentioned changing rooms, so you've not just got the lady on the changing rooms. The amount of times I've been in a changing rooms and I've heard comments such as, oh no, I can't wear that, I don't like my arms, or no, that doesn't suit me because I've got this, this wrong, or oh God, if I could just lose, a bit off my tummy. These are real conversations that you hear every single day all around you. So just listen to people, and if they are saying I don't like my arms, then if you're offering them, just say, listen, here's a card, this is me, have a little look at it, see what you think, that could help you with your arms. And people, at the end of the day, you're not saying she's got a problem with her arms, she said it. And then there again, we're a bit more warmer to it, or their friends, if there's a couple of them together, because you're obviously having this conversation with something, they then go, oh, does it work on your tummy as well, or does it work on your thighs? And you get a little chat going and a little conversation going with people. And I know that's one of the things that I love about the business the most, is that, watching people who've never ever heard of this product before be amazed at the results, and that little wonder in their eyes as to whether it would really work or not. So the key thing about the Blitz card is the Blitz card tells you everything that you need to know. Sorry, one sec. Okay, everything. So that's one of the nice new shiny ones. It tells you everything that you need to do. So whether you've been in this business a day or 5 years, this card is what you run through when you're talking to somebody. So for example, if I'm handing one to somebody at a petrol station, I will literally say, can I put this behind in your staff room? They'll say yes. If they start to look at it and you start to watch people a little bit more, when these things. So if you look at it a little bit and you'll go, oh, and then you'll say, well, have you tried one? And they'll say no, and you go, oh, it's really easy. You can use it anywhere from under your chin to your ankles. It's £25 with this voucher, or if you host a party, you can try it for free. And if you flip the card, that's what it does. That is it. That is all you tell people in the blitzing. You know, you might go into a little bit more, you know, tightness, turns and ferns, and as little as 45 minutes. But the reality is, that is all you say to people. So you run through the card, and the card is specially designed for you to say everything that you need to say to get that initial hook. So, have you tried it? This is where it works. That's how much it is. If you host a party, it's free, and that's what it does. That is it. And then once you've run through the card, you stop. And you just relax, watch them, listen to them. They may have questions. They may be reading the card, so give them the time to read the card. If they're starting to read the card, and they're probably, the most relaxed thing that they'll probably say is, so does it really work? And then for me personally, what I do is I show them my before and after photo. And I say, this was my personal result, and this is why I joined the company, so this is what it did for me. And the minute you do that, then the little eyes start to light up a little bit. So we'll go through that a little bit more, but that is blitzing. It's nothing more complicated than that. So you don't need to tell them the ingredients, you know, don't give them too much information. Don't start telling them, you know, if you join the company it's £95 block. You know, you don't need to tell them any of that information. Okay, so sorry, so the dollar sign, you can get blank ones for the UK. So with regards to the Blitz cards, so when you order on your eSuite, so when you do your eSuite order, and so you can have them on your auto shipment. So to reduce postage and packing costs, you can include the Blitz cards on your auto shipment, and there are UK ones that don't say $25, because I agree that does, you know, that can throw people. But there are UK, they're actually EU specific, which is why they're completely blank. So they can be used in any EU country to show, and you can just put your own pricing in there. So you might want to get some stickers made up or something like that to stick on there. Okay. Okay, so one of the other key things is remembering that you're giving these people an opportunity. So when you hand that card over to them, you've given them an opportunity to improve their body confidence, potentially earn more money, you know, and sometimes change an area of their body. You know, this is what it did for me, is it changed an area of my body that I'd hated, that I'd had to live with, you know, for four or 5 years, since having Charlie, and the, you know, massive impact that having a 10-pound 10-ounce baby had on my tummy. And it transformed my body confidence, it really did. So you are, with that card, you're offering somebody the opportunity, and that's a massive thing to get your head around. And then so it goes either one of two ways. So have you heard of it? So they've either a no or they're a yes. So if they're a no, this is just amazing. So you are the first ever person to tell this person in front of you about this product. They have never heard about it from anybody else, and you've just told them about it. So, you know, they can go on and tell their friends, even if they're not interested in it themselves. You've told somebody that never knew about it before, and they can help you spread the word. If they have heard about it, then you know, find out where they've heard about it from. Find out if they're working or talking to the people that they're working, you know, they've heard about it from. So if it's one of their friends that they've heard about it from, then obviously we want to work with integrity. So that is, you know, definitely get back in touch with that person. You should really try that product. You know, if they're not working with somebody, if it's not a close friend, you know, then you'll get a feel for that. But always remember to work with integrity, and just think how you would feel if it was one of your friends that had been approached by somebody else and got sold a wrap. And that's another reason why you should tell everybody about them, because soon enough somebody is going to tell them. So that's a massive, massive thing there. Okay, so you get a flat out no. So somebody says to you, no, I'm completely not interested. The reality is, if you've asked them to put it in the staff room, then you really very rarely get a flat out no, unless they have to ask people's permission to do that, which is very, very rare. So, you know, you're very rarely going to walk away with nothing gained. And the key there is even if people are saying, no, I'm not interested, is not to self-sabotage. So don't, you know, if you get 5 people that go, no, not thank you, then just count the no's. Because the reality is, actually, it's quite exciting. If you've got that many no's, then you're counting those up. The chances are, so statistics prove, that at some point you're going to come across a yes, and you've got rid of all of those no's. So it's actually quite interesting. I can remember listening to a call from a guy from a network marketing guru, I think it's Jim Rowe, and he was talking about how he invited all his friends and family around to a launch party. And they were like, oh, I don't know whether I want to come. And he said, look, I need to tell 10 people because 8 of those will be no's. Now, if you want to be the 8 no's, that's fine, because I need to find 10 people so I can find those 2 yeses. And that is what this is about. It's a numbers game. And these Blitz cards help you with that numbers game. So the other key thing about Blitzing is to remember that this is a coupon. Okay, so you've got a coupon in your hand. So you've said here it's reduced from £30 to $25, or in this case, obviously it says $30 to $25. Use the Blitz card as it intended. Use it as a coupon. Say to somebody, this is giving you £5 off. And then always make sure that you've got wraps on you. So, you know, they're thin, they fit in the bag, they're easy to, they're transportable about easily enough. So make sure you've got wraps in your bag. And then that person could just turn around and go, God, I'd really like one now. And you can say, well, I always carry them with me. You know, you're not forcing them, but you're just letting them know that you've got them. And who knows, you could literally sell a wrap there and then. The other thing is about not worrying about the size of a wrap party. So, you know, because you just want to get the wrap on them. So if you've got somebody and they say, oh, I'd like to host a party, you know, you've started chatting to them, you've explained to them the party thing, why you've been blitzing them. And they're saying, oh, I don't know how many people I'll be able to get along. Just go with it. Just go with it, because at the end of the day, if you're getting the wrap on people, then that's the key thing. The most important part of blitzing is getting contact details. So getting their number is obviously to the list. If you can get their number, that is amazing. Or their email, if you get their email, that's good. I always tend to say to people things like, oh, would you like me to send you details of how they work? So I would just send them the wrap ingredients, but people love knowing how stuff works, so they will then be keen to give you their contact information. Another thing is obviously just asking them if they're on Facebook, and you can friend them there and then while you're there in front of them. And you know, say to them, I'd like to be able to give you some more coupons, so you know, some more vouchers. So then that's another way again of making it appealing for them to give you their details. Now, with regards to blitzing, the Americans were talking about blitzing 10 people a day. I'm thinking, you know, we're a bit new to this, so why don't we try and start blitzing 5 people each day? So, you know, some days you'll do 5, some days you'll do 10, some days you might not do any. Like today, I've not been out the house, so I wouldn't have blitzed anybody. But, you know, if you're blitzing 5 people each day and your team are doing the same, just think about that. So 5 people a day over 30 days, it's 150 new people that have heard about the wrap, that you personally have told about the wrap. Then multiply that over your team and think about the impact that that can start to have as that word spreads. The other thing as well that I love is sometimes you'll go into somewhere and you'll see somebody behind a counter and you'll think, do you know what, shall I, shan't I? And I just think it starts with 1. So that person that I might not give that Blitz card to, that person could be the next person that's going to run in my team. So they could be a person that picks this rack up and goes with it and actually completely transforms my team, that enables promotions. And when you start to think of it like that, it helps. You know, you think about handing that Blitz card to somebody and it's $100. So they go, they take that Blitz card, they call you, they'd like to join the team, they sign 2 loyals, $100, all from giving somebody a Blitz card. And when you start to think of it in that way, and how the impact of handing out one card and what it can do to your business, then it gives you that motivation to do it. Right, okay, so we'll talk about the 150 months. So with regards to getting contact info, so talk about how you'd love to get their information so that you can send them more info. Can I send you some information on how the wrap works? Would you like me to send you some before and after photos so that you can show your friends? So, you know, have a think about what works for you. So different things will work for different people. And it'd be great to have a chat about this at the end and see, you know, what ideas we've got for that. And they're saying if you're scared, start with people that you know. So, you know, in places, environments that you're comfortable in, build your confidence up. Don't make it a special job. Just literally put them in your handbag, have them with you all the time, and just start giving them to people. Just literally, as you're doing your shopping, just say, could I give you that for, I do it in Tesco's, I do it in Aldi. Can I give you this Blitz card to put in your staff room? It's a business that I do. The reality is, if you're like me at Aldi, then the people see me week in, week out, so they know me. So they're like, oh, right, is that what you do? And it's just an interesting thing, and they'll chat to you. You show them before and after photo, and again, just try and get them their contact details, because those girls could be sat there wanting something different to do, and you're offering them this opportunity. Okay, now what you can do, obviously, if you are really scared, is try and organise a local Blitzing event. So if there's a couple of you in your team, or you want to chat to your upline, you know, there are literally, there's well over 600 people now in this team. So the likelihood is there'll be somebody that is relatively close to you. Ask on the success team page, you know, if you're in an area and you'd like to go out blitzing over the school summer holidays, ask if there's anybody else that feels the same way, that's a bit nervous, that would like to go out. You know, you can do this with your children. You know, we did it recently. I did a local blitzing event. We went to a local shopping centre, and then we went to Markeaton Park. So we took the kids to Markeaton Park, and as we were walking along, we were like daring each other. Oh no, you go to that person, and you go to that person. And, you know, you've got your T-shirts on. And, you know, when you do it that way as well, it makes it a little bit more fun. And the people you blitzing as well will see that, one, it's a fun thing to do, that second, the support is there, and look at this, these people are out with their kids, having a nice time, and they're doing their job at the same time. So it just is a double whammy, really. And there's all different things you can do. So you can do like blitz races, which we tried, you know, to do things like that. And I'll probably post something a little bit more about the blitz racing on the page. And I think one of the key things is knowing what you've got and loving it. So, you know, this whole team that we've got, the opportunity that we've got, you know, the support from the company, the materials that you're given, the training, the community. You know, we're always tagging things as hashtag It Works Family, because there's a big family feel to it. Everybody's looking out for each other. And that is really, really important from an It Works perspective. And you don't always get that. That's not present in every single marketing multi-level marketing company. And it's not present, you know, in all across everything. So, you know, value it and appreciate that, you know, this is what the support that we get. You know we've got incredible support from the US, you know, and I find that amazing that, you know, these ladies that are numerous levels above us, have, you know, support available to us. And when you get, you know, when you think about that, it gets you excited. And that is the key of blitzing. If you're excited about the opportunity, about what it is that you're offering, you know, I was excited about what it did to my tummy. You know, you can just hear it in people's voices. You know, you can hear it when you talk to somebody when they're excited in something, and that really, really does draw people in. Okay, so if everybody wants to unmute themselves, we can have a little chat, if you like, about
Oh,
any questions? Any questions?
no, not yet.
Hello.
Hello. Shut the door, please, Oliver. Laura?
Yeah?
I can't hear you. Want to say something?
No?
No.
Right. You had a great experience on Friday, Laura. Laura, are you there?
I can't hear people properly.
Okay.
It's the noise is gone loud.
So I was just saying, you had a great experience. Share that with us.
Oh, I
think we've lost Laura.
sounds like an alien invasion.
Right, okay, I'm going to I think